Now, an organization that's doing one hell of a job is UFC. So for news and notes, guys, we have a third fight with Dustin Poirier and Conor McGregor coming up. They both have one win apiece. Around? Yeah.
Conor McGregor, wow. But bring us into that, because that was something
I will bring you in.
I haven't even really been paying attention to too much, but good luck to him. He's back. So who do you got in that one?
Woo!
Give us little history or background and what your thoughts on that big UFC fight. I think it's going to move the needle in Vegas. It's in Vegas, right, this weekend?
Yes, and it's going to move the needle big time. That's why it's definitely a part of
Arena, correct?
Yes, and that's why it's part of news and notes. Third installment of this epic trilogy that will finalize on Saturday if all things work according to plan. Both guys have won one fight apiece, both in very different ways, one by KO, one by submission. So I think it's going to be a very interesting fight. Conor has not looked great of late. I do believe he's going to look tremendous in this fight and get his I'm going to say motivation back. I think that a couple of his last fights, he's feeling himself on his, like, maybe he drank too much of his, whiskey that he made and the proper 12 and all that kind of stuff. I'm not trying to bust his balls. I'm saying I know he's better than what we saw recently, and I think a lot of listeners can agree if they follow the UFC. Now, Dustin Poirier, wow, great fighter, great grappler, great submission practitioner. It's going to be a very interesting fight. I think this is Conor's fight to win. So I'm going to go with Conor McGregor on this one. And if Conor wins, I would hope he stops here, because it doesn't get any bigger than this. This is the biggest fight in mixed martial arts that could take place right now. And I think that if Conor wins, he should go out very proud and knowing that he beat one of the best and at the craziest time of his own personal career, because his track record of late has not been good, both in boxing and mixed martial arts. But that's why we fight the fights. And I'm so looking forward to this one. Kev, I'm sure you could tell.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a huge MMA fan, but obviously this is going to be a pretty big one. From my understanding, McGregor, he got handled last time. So it's interesting to see if McGregor is kind of going to be worse this time around, or if he's going to figure out how to make an adjustment. But the first fight he won, but for my view is one guy is on the way. I wouldn't even say Poirier is on the way up, because they're both kind of on the older, like a little bit older fighters. They've been around a while. I just think McGregor this is more to me like a money grab for Conor McGregor, and Poirier seems to be more of the full-time professional prize fighter at this point. So if you had to kind of, I guess, twist my arm to say who I think is going to win, I'm going to go with the guy who won the last fight. I think he won by, was it a submission?
Yeah.
So do you know what the odds are on this one? Is Poirier a pretty good favorite, like a plus 200? I know UFC tends to have pretty close odds in most of
same as boxing. It's Dustin is the favorite, but they do fluctuate. But it's very close. And the closer we get to fight time, Kev, when the money comes in, the odds kind of balance out. I think on fight night, it's almost going to be even.
Okay, and that's obviously because McGregor is the bigger
popularity.
Name. The late money is going to come in on Conor McGregor.